Hi, it's Michelle Crawford, and I'm coming at you live from the Philippines today. Yeah, I'm in my mom's hometown of Kalibo, Aklan, where we are celebrating the Ati-Atihan. Yes. But that's not really what I'm trying to talk to you about here on my channel. What do we talk about here on my channel, Michelle Crawford Cannabis? We talk about better health with cannabis, right? And so I have a secret to share with you today that's a little bit exciting and different. And that is that while I've been away here in the Philippines, my business at home, where I sell a homemade health course that teaches you how to be a kind of confident DIYer, has actually sold to two people. And at this point in my business, that's a huge win to be able to take a vacation and still know that my business is working hard to provide the DIY education and value to my students and customers that I am trying to provide in my business. So I'm really happy to share that little secret with you, but that's not even the biggest secret that I wanted to share with this. If you saw the title, that a secret pot army wants you, well, that's the truth. Because here's something that maybe you don't know about me if you're only following me here on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or wherever it is that you're catching my content about cannabis and better health. Well, the thing is that you don't know, maybe if you're following me on social media, where this secret pot army that I'm putting together is coming from. But let me tell you, something about me is that I am also not just the course creator and teacher of homemade health at Canna Curious Coaching, my business, but I also work as a graduate student mentor to an amazing and vibrant community over at Cannabis Coaching Institute. And I've been doing this position on the faculty for about a year now, helping hundreds of students become cannabis health coaches, cannabis educators, and helping people live out their dream of helping others. We all want to help others with our skills, with our knowledge, with our education and certifications. And so, over at Cannabis Coaching Institute, where I work as a grad mentor, I've been doing that for over a year after graduating from there myself with my own certified cannabis health coaching and education certifications. If you want to know more about that, I have other videos, but just go check out CCI, Cannabis Coaching Institute. And if you want to be educated there to create your own cannabis content or maybe even be a certified cannabis health coach yourself, check it out. We are enrolling all the time for the educator program and right on time now for the coaching program. But what does that have to do with me and homemade health? Well, it's because a lot of my students have come from that group. My students in homemade health, the secret pot army that you may not be aware of, are a lot of people who've already become cannabis health coaches and educators at Cannabis Coaching Institute. And I don't know what that really says to you, but maybe for what it says to me is that there are a lot of people who want to learn more about cannabis in this world, and I want to help them. The thing that we learn over at Cannabis Coaching Institute is a little different from what I teach in homemade health. In homemade health, I become your teacher, your guide, your inspiration for becoming the canna confident, canna competent DIYer that you need to be. I know that it's difficult to get into making your own home remedies, tinctures, topicals, and concentrates at home with the current level of education that you might have in your state. I have students from all over Canada, the United States, East Coast to West Coast, and even other countries who have joined my pot army to get stronger in their skills of DIY. And I wrote a few notes here about my pot army. You would not believe how amazing it is to lead this incredible community where people are coming out of the woodwork in every state, in every country, to learn more about plant medicine and how they can become the home healers, the kitchen witches, the sorcerers and sorceresses of healing and health that they want to be for themselves, for their fibromyalgia, for their cancer, for their, better mood, pain alleviation, chronic issues, IBS, and more, for their loved ones, for their relationships, and for their communities, and therefore, in my thinking, the world. So this pot army that I'm growing is comprised last year, almost 80, 90% of my students came from this Cannabis Coaching Institute environment where they're already dying to learn about how to help people with cannabis. And this is another leg of that stool, the actual DIY, putting your hand to the work of taking your flowers, taking your concentrates, making your own remedies at home, right? So I wanted to share with you that this community from CCI is one of the leading communities in cannabis health coaching in America, and I think in Canada as well, possibly even the world. I mean, who else is doing this kind of work, really? I have taken like at least 50 discovery calls or and spoken to just as many students about their choice to want to become more educated and become competent in everything cannabis. They want to understand the plant, they want to understand themselves using the plant, and they want to help others. And then homemade health comes in and is that DIY leg of the stool. And it so the community that I have here at Homemade Health is comprised of some incredibly motivated, incredibly passionate people. And if you are one of those people, you might want to come over to Homemade Health and learn to be the cannabis DIYer that in your little heart you know you want to be. And meet my friends from CCI. And you never know, we might cross pollinate all around because that tends to happen. When like people get together and create vibrant community, they create a beautiful thing that shines a light out to the rest of the world that says, over here, come join us where we love cannabis, where we love making health people healthy, where we love helping others with our education and with our skills. I am from California. And another reason why I'm growing this secret pot army that you may not know about is like I do have some people here that are from California with me and are inspired by my personal story of getting better bladder health and better sex with weed lube back, about 6 or 7 years ago when I first started trying cannabis infused things in the market. Being from California, especially Northern California, and immersed in the cannabis culture that we have here, that is unique, that is special, that everyone acknowledges around the world as the leading cannabis culture, is a unique value that I offer to my students. This has come in so handy. If you're in a state like New York, like New Jersey, like even Colorado, or in a newly legalizing state, you might really benefit from joining an experienced community of educators and people who have been in and understand and are really experienced with a much more mature market than the one in your state. It will help you to understand what products are going to come out in your area, how to navigate dispensaries, how to vote, how to make friends with cannabis friendly people. Something I really pride myself on in my community is building small groups and friendships. I really believe that canna confidence doesn't just come from knowing the skills and the how to of cannabis, it comes from the practice of doing it yourself, which is why my course is an annual membership, an annual enrollment. I offer the class 3 times live a year so that you will get practice developing your skills. All of this for the low cost. Check out the link below. Um, and join me. And the two students that bought this year so far, it's January. I'm in the Philippines on vacation, and I have students from Cannabis Coaching Institute, my secret pot army, buying my class when I'm not even marketing it right now. And I thought that was important enough to share with you. So I can market the class to you knowing this. It's not funny, but you probably want to know who's in the class, who's taking this. Well, the most educated people in cannabis is taking my class. And believe me, when I first started, it was a little bit nerve wracking, okay, to have my own faculty members and my own cohort students joining me in my class that I'm now teaching, Homemade Health. But after a year of having those students join me and having the miraculous and amazing results that they've become the most canna confident homemade healers you've ever seen in your life, who do not get intimidated by dosing meth and make their own concentrates and remedies at home. Is this somebody that you want to be? Do you want to join this pot army? I know you're out there. And it's my job to make you hear my voice. To, if you know somebody or if you are somebody who wants to become this cannabis DIYer, this person who can make their own homemade remedies, save money, control your medicine. I've had students who needed to have all kinds of customizations to their medicine that they were able to make by joining my community, by learning my remedy skills and techniques, by buying the machines that I recommend to make their DIY life easier. They have been able to take control of their health with cannabis, and it's amazing. And you might want to be part of that, or you might know somebody who does want to be part of that. And so that's why I'm here giving this message to you about how to join my secret, but not so secret pot army. You could be number 3, you could be number 5. We're working towards 100 this year. That is my business goal. 100 new cannabis confident students who are able to take their homemade health skills into their kitchens and create remedies for themselves, their loved ones, and their communities that are really changing things for the better with plant medicine in America, in Canada, and all over the world. All right. So my miracle making students make, take, and share with me. They take these remedies, they heal themselves, like I said. And in my course, your success is inevitable. Why? Because not only are we stocked, like stockpiled, like sandbaggers, full of cannabis health coaches, educators in my community who are well versed in cannabis science, how to help people with cannabis, and have their own deep well of experience and a heart and hearts that are passionate and advocating for this medicine to be used by more and more people globally. That's why your success is inevitable. The community is full of compassionate coaches who are dying to create more of plant medicine makers all around the world. It's also because my system works. I am an experienced educator. I wasn't always a successful cannabis health coach with an amazing course and a beautiful community full of vibrant, passionate students who are growing a secret pot army. I used to also be a preschool teacher. I was also a child development center teacher's aide in college, a psych major in college. And before this, I had a nice long career in marketing and communications, both at startups as well. And here in the Silicon Valley, not here, I'm in the Philippines now, but back home in San Jose, California, where I normally live. And then finally working as a marketing consultant for big corporations. That has been my experience in the past, and I'm taking all of that here now to you to teach you everything I can about how to become the DIYer that you want to be. And I know it takes time. I know it takes community. I know it takes practice and fun. And all of this is what you'll receive as a student of homemade health. Your success is inevitable because my system is proven to work over the last year for over 50 students, and it will work for you. So check the link below in the description if you want to join Homemade Health today. How does it all work? You click the link, you start on a payment plan of as little as $135 a month. You get to be in my class for a year. You get immediate access to all my online content, the recipes for the canna kit. Learn to make a canna kit of tinctures. Let's just go here. Learn to make a canna kit of tinctures. What is a canna kit? It is a kit of 5 oil-based cannabis infused tinctures. 3 of the recipes are multi-cannabinoid. This is the cutting edge of where it is. This is where you get my benefit of being a California native resident who is so into the cannabis industry. You get my multi-cannabinoid formulations for morning exacta, the psychoactive, all the acidic blends, cannabinoid formula that my mom relies on to wake her up in the morning. Something we all need a lot. And then there's trifecta, which is the same thing as exacta with all the benefits of those non-psychoactive cannabinoids, but then we add THC to the mix, and that brings the healing power, the pain relief, a little bit of psychoactivity to help us lift our moods. And finally, sleepy time, my blended formula that is so famous. Everybody loves it so much. It includes botanicals such as chamomile, valerian root, and passion flower to help you sleep at night, together with the perfect blend of cannabinoids for you to try out better sleep at night. So, our community is dedicated to making canna kits, making topicals such as lotions, salves, and suppositories. A huge deal in my community. They're great for people who are both fighting illnesses as well as great for everyday use for menstrual cramps. Better bladder health is my own personal story of using weed lubricant, merely THC infused oils in my vagina, leading to better sex as well as beating my chronic urinary tract infections, people. Yes, this is the thing that brought me into cannabis. And if you're interested in learning more about that, join me in Homemade Health. Finally, in the last 3 weeks, we learned to make our own concentrates at home. Why? Because it's easy and convenient and saves money and gets you the power to make the potency of medicine that you need. And I am a spokesperson for the Extract Craft machine, and I have an exclusive discount on it. This is a machine that safely and easily helps you make any kind of botanical concentrate, but of course, hemp and cannabis is our main focus. Um, Safely and easily at home and save money doing it. If you grow your own cannabis or if you live in a state where you can purchase it, then you can use this machine to buy to make your own concentrates at home and reuse your alcohol in a sustainable way. This is a huge game changer for people who need to take, for example, grams of full extract cannabis oil or RSO a day, or even just people who want to have that control over their medicine or make their medicine into more convenient formats with concentrates. All of this and more you learn in my class. And more than that, you make friends, you join a community that cares, and you become part of the movement, the pot army that is just increasing the health of people everywhere, basically. So if you want to be number three, if you want to be number four, I'm going to be keeping track of this all year long. It's my goal to have 100 students or more. Maybe we'll meet the goal this first run of the class in January. Maybe we'll meet the goal in spring, or maybe we'll meet the goal in fall. I'm not sure, but one day this year we will have 100 students. And when I see 100 students in my joining my already 50 students who have taken this class, I am so excited because I see their kitchens, their hearts, and their hands like lights in the map of people who know how to heal with medicine like cannabis, people who know how to heal with plants, people who understand how to make, take, and share, and have the confidence to do so in their lives, in their kitchens, and in their communities. That's what I'm building. And if that's what you want to be a part of, click that link below and join our army. I will see you there. From the Philippines, I am reporting and signing out. It's your cannabis health coach, Michelle Crawford. Bye.